Now, before we go, just time to talk about Bond, James Bond. You have to do it like that, don't you, every time? Reports today suggest the producers are preparing to name the next 007. It's this guy, Aaron Taylor Johnson. He is the man who's supposedly been given the licence to kill. The 33-year-old is best known for his roles in Kick-Ass and Avengers Age of Ultron. Apparently, he's yet to officially accept the part. What's keeping you? TV and film journalist Jamie Burton joins me now in the studio. Jamie, I do note you have the same initials as James Bond. This is almost meant to... This is perfect.
The name's Burton. I won't finish that.
Yeah, we'll finish it at the end. But Aaron Taylor Johnson, what do we think?
Well, firstly, if he's yet to accept the role, how James Bond is that, to be offered the role and then make them wait for it? How very cool of that guy, right?
It's true.
It is worth saying, though, yes, there's a lot of reports that he has been offered the role by Eon Films. However, they have been contacted for comment and they have not confirmed this yet.
They wouldn't, would they?
More importantly, Aaron Taylor Johnson hasn't confirmed it yet as well. So, yes, while there's a lot of speculation, a lot of rumours people are talking about, is he the next one? We don't know yet. Let's wait and see. And he'd be certainly a popular choice, a safe choice, a lot of people are saying as well. But, yes, no confirmation yet, though.
Aaron has been the bookies' favourite for quite a while. I gather the latest odds are 2-1. I mean, you wouldn't really bother with that, would you? 7-2 for Henry Cavill. It seems it's pretty much nailed on, right? So it's going to be him.
It's getting there, but yeah, it's telling when the bookies, shorten their odds even further. They seem to know something that we don't, but it's not odds on yet. There are a lot of less certainties in life than a 2-1 favourite. So a lot of people still in the running. There is a Henry Cavill's out there, there's a James Norton's out there, but yes, Aaron Taylor Johnson definitely front runner at the moment.
The names we have talked about are all white British men. There was talk of other people playing Bond this time round. There's been, of course, a lot of talk about Idris Elba. There's talk about people not being British. There's talk about people not being men as well playing James Bond. So what's happened?
Well, there's always a talk about what they might do with the James Bond role or with the 007 role as well, which is sometimes remarkably different. For example, in the last film, Lashana Lynch, the black female British actor, she was given the role of 007 in the film, and that kind of got people talking as well. So it's seen as maybe a suggestion that they might go in a different direction with it. It would be a revert to type with Aaron Taylor Johnson, but yeah, over the years, Idris Elba has definitely been one of the favourites to take over it. He himself has admitted now that he's a bit too old to take it on at this point. Yeah, Henry Golding, a British Asian actor as well, has been discussed. Damson Idris, who's a young black British actor as well, was definitely in the running as well. And since nothing has been confirmed with Aaron Taylor Johnson, there is still the possibility that we might get there. However, yes, directions are pointing towards Aaron.
Well, why do you think we're hearing these rumours today? Is this something that's sneaked out on purpose to just prepare us for the inevitable announcement?
Maybe. Yeah, no smoke without fire, I guess you could say. Equally, he's got a couple of films coming out this year as well. The cynic in me might suggest that, this is all a clever ploy to get us talking about him in anticipation of his films, which I won't even mention because I don't want to give him the satisfaction of me mentioning stuff. But yes, rumours always circulate, but in this case, while it is an unknown source who have said this news, a lot of news outlets are running with this, and yeah, no smoke without fire, I guess.
Let's talk about those other rumours around the next Bond movie, whenever it may be. And it's been a little while since the last one where they just killed him, when Daniel Craig...
Spoilers.
I mean, yeah, unfortunately. Rumours that it may be, A, a period piece set in the 60s, and B, Christopher Nolan, it could be persuaded to be the director, which could be a bigger deal than whoever plays Bond himself.
I think a lot of, like every actor who's suggested for the role, a lot of directors, when they are asked, would you do a James Bond film, it's very rare that a director would count themselves out of it. So I do know that Christopher Nolan has been asked about it. You'd be silly to discount it because, you don't want to put anything off the table. However, it's nothing but speculation at this point, I guess. It is great that they're hoping to play with the formula, though, because, it's become a point where James Bond itself can be parodied at this point, as well as being repeated and copied in so many different versions. So it is perhaps time for a shake-up. In terms of it being a few years since...
Or a stir-up.
Yeah, very clever. Yeah. But in terms of it being a few years since the last film as well, the last one was delayed by another year because of COVID, remember? That was supposed to come out in 2020. Daniel Craig didn't actually show us No Time to Die until 2021 because of the lockdown and everything.
Of course.
So, yeah, that's kind of set the clocks back a little bit. So we are due, I'd say.
Yeah, I think we are due. You'd be a good cue to my James Bond, but you've got the initials, JB. Thank you very much indeed. Good to see you.
Thank you.
OK, let's take a look at the weather now.